Hi, I'm Brianna Motzkus.
Good morning, I'm Tracy Cole.
And today's FabriChat. Good morning. So, I'm Tracy. But if you guys watched Sunday Box Opening, you knew she was going to be there. Surprise chit-chatter. Cindi is still cruising around. I don't know where she is today.
Did you know there are 3 time zones in Indonesia?
Is it really?
There are 3 time zones because of the different islands. I didn't know it until I looked it up because I thought,
okay,
if I send her a text.
Noticed that too. Because when I put Kuala Lumpur, it was one thing, but Thailand was a whole nother time. So maybe I guess I could have figured that out.
But Indonesia itself has 3
different time zones. Crazy. So, I mean, I guess we have 5,
we do
but
have different time zones too. But I just
for something so small.
It seemed small, yeah. But I was surprised, so I thought, I don't know what time it really is because I don't know where she is.
I know. I mean, I never know what day it is. And I was like, what day is it there? And because there's only a day ahead or a day behind. Yeah. But it's funny. It doesn't. It's hard, and we still try to talk every once in a while. But it's kind of hard to share certain things for Mom and I to come back and forth. Like when she texts pictures to me, they're super grainy. And then even like the videos, she has to upload them to like our YouTube so I can get it from there to share it because I can't. She shared me a video the other day. A couple of them went into the... That's
not too bad. Little boy fishing.
Oh, that's pretty good. So. I got a picture of her and it was... that one is good. That's cute.
Super cute.
Cute picture. I'll share it.
Yeah.
They went into the fashion district. Which was really cool. So she sent... I'll share a few pictures with you guys at the end of what she sent me. But she also did a couple videos, but... They're super pixelated. You could barely even hear her in it. But I know, but it was super cool. So she did some shopping. She said it was 2-meter bundles. So again, a meter is like 38 inches. So it's a little bit bigger than our yard. And for $4 US.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow,
so she got a couple.
Fun.
From the pictures, I don't know how you decide what you're going to get. But I also don't know texture-wise or quality of cotton. The cotton's probably not horrible. It might not be quilter style cotton.
If it was terrible.
But again, a lot of that stuff that I get from Indonesia and when I travel, I always pre-wash it anyways. I pre-wash, pre-shrink, make sure my dye is not going to do bad things with my other things. And so I treat it differently anyways. Knowing, just like if you inherit fabric or someone says, hey, can you make me a quilt? And use this. I always pre-wash what they give me because I don't know.
Yeah,
they could say, oh yeah, I got it from the quilt store, but what quilt store? Are they calling Joann's a quilt store? And sometimes they don't know if they get a blend or not. Because, I liked it because it was sparkly, but it's not metallic. It's, thread stitched in, so it's polyester. I mean, I don't know.
Gosh.
So that's how I treat some of that stuff when...
I can't wait to see what she got.
I know. Me too. I'm super excited. And then one day, I think they were in Thailand on Monday.
I don't know. I don't.
Or Tuesday. I don't know. And they were supposed to do a city tour, but due to the fact that she got a cab to go into the fashion district, she got so car sick. Apparently it's heavy really gas, heavy brake, people everywhere, bicycles and motorcycles everywhere. So probably just like what we see on TV. And she was so car sick that she could not.
That's too bad.
She was pretty sure she couldn't do the whole bus thing. But she knew if she went into town, she could get a 2-hour massage for $12.
Oh my god!
So her and Paul went for a relaxing spa day.
That sounds marvelous.
And a wander down the... So they did their own little mini city walk instead of the whole tour because she was pretty sure her queasy stomach wasn't going to take it.
Yikes.
So we're still waiting because the Kuala Lumpur that she's been talking about going to the...
Borobudur.
Going to the... monastery. I can't. I don't even know.
She's working so hard. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
We don't know. Tracy and I were just talking. Well, what day is it? I have no idea what day they're doing that. So I can't wait for that day.
That looks like it'll be just magical. Really.
Just really cool.
Really amazing.
Yeah. And so I'm super excited about that. She also mentioned when we were chatting the other night that, she thought this particular cruise probably wasn't kid appropriate. She says there's been things that have happened and they have seen, and different things, and how they drive, all that kind of stuff. She says she's not sure I would have had fun, and not sure if the kids would have had fun.
Oh, well, see, things always work out for a reason.
Things happen for a reason. Whatever, God's plan is, there was a reason we weren't there. For reasons we won't know, and maybe there are things mom sees and stuff that my kids aren't ready to see, which is entirely possible. So but that's all she said. I don't know what. I think poverty parts of it is probably hard. My kids have never seen that. She said some of it that they've seen reminds her of Tijuana. If any of you guys have ever been to Tijuana, it's the very first city just past the Mexican border from us. Us three, I don't remember how old we were. Old enough to remember. Jared was probably the youngest, and I bet he was 9, maybe around Eliza's age. So 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there. We went. And I think it was good for us because we also did it for Disneyland. So we did Disneyland, took a day to go down to Tijuana.
What a difference.
Yeah, and I think for us who were brought up with things that we could have and didn't have to worry about food and clothing.
All the basics.
It's one of those things that you take for granted until you see it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's definitely something I'll take my kids eventually too, so they can see not everyone lives like they live.
Yeah, sure.
Even maybe the kids that they go to school with.
Wyatt's learned a lot just from going to school and seeing
how not every family is the same. Yeah,
so that would be really great.
Yeah, but other than that, they're having a blast. She says the weather is actually really nice. It's not horrible. It's not super sticky. It's not. Yeah, so she's doing fine. Good. She says it's really nice knowing that we've also had, rain, fog. Every morning's been fog. We had 3 days of rain. So, she's soaking up the hot weather with this, which is good. So she's doing good, but I don't have anything. I have a few pictures that I'll share with you at the end, but no video. But she does want to do kind of a fun video for you guys. I don't know if she'll do it later or maybe to add it
I might have a couple pictures that I can send to you because they seem like they've come out. So that's
so I got the jellyfish.
Got the jellyfish? Okay, good.
Yeah, that was, so the jellyfish picture, that's from their balcony on the cruise ship of the pink jellyfish, which is really cool. That's all I have. She sent me that one last night.
Okay, yeah.
Cute. And she said also Thailand is the only place in the world that has a special breed of pink dolphin. She didn't get to see one. But how cool though,
I didn't know that. No,
I didn't know
had no
either.
Idea.
Because the previous day, whenever I had talked to her the day before, they were going to like a weekend market and they were going to an aquarium. So I was surprised that they didn't have a pink dolphin in the aquarium. But
well, thank goodness. So,
it's one of those things.
It's one of those things she's
probably better in.
You don't want to see them in captivity.
I agree.
I don't know. I say that now because of having worked at Island Adventures and been able to go out and see orca whales. And, I had gone to SeaWorld as a kid, but I never got to see Shamu. And now I'm so glad because I think, oh my gosh, there's absolutely no reason to have them in captivity when you can just board a boat and see what they should be doing. Eating, logging, sleeping, so. Yeah. Anyway, maybe she'll still get a chance to see one because just, spend a lot of time. You never know.
Yeah, I was the same way when we saw sea lions in Mexico, Robert and I were in Mexico, and we saw they are way cooler in real life than when we see them at the aquarium. Yeah. They are way more aggressive, might be the word.
That's the other thing, doing kayaking up in the San Juan Islands. Sometimes they will board your kayak, or they will follow you around. It's like,
if you tip over.
When you see a whole herd of those cows, it's like, oh my gosh.
And them hollering. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good seeing that way.
Okay.
All right, and then I unfortunately don't have something to show you, but Harper. So she had her birthday. Donna did send a video to Mom. She, of course, can't open it. And I have emailed Donna, but I haven't got the video. So, Donna, if you're watching, if you can send it to me or Facebook message it through the quilt shop to me, we'll share it in one of the box openings. But Harper got all of her presents. I hear it was super special and super fantastic for her, and I want to share it with you. I've just got to get the video from Donna. So Donna, if you're watching this, if you send it, we'll share it with everybody. And,
that would be great.
So cool. And then I was going to show you.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
get in my
I've got a
box.
huge box of squares to get this quilt going.
So, yeah, and I know there's a few of you that emailed me and a few of you that have texted me that your blocks are still coming. And that's okay because
we still have
this is a whole big old bulk box that we get fabric from. That's full. We got one from Australia, a package. We've got New York, Michigan, Wenatchee. Who is this one? Minnesota. So they're everywhere.
That's wonderful.
Texas, they're so cool. But yeah, we do have one from Australia and super cool. So I have tons in here. I haven't even started.
The envelope from the Australian.
Yeah, I was gonna send the Australian envelope. Where is it? To Harper, because I think it's just cool. I think there's certain things you see in the back.
Right there?
Yeah. So this one. So I just think it's really cool. All of the different things you don't see, and all of the stamps. Sometimes that's really cool. You know,
That's
with the pen
really cool.
pal is just seeing all of those stamps and marks. That's always my favorite thing about filling up a passport book is all of that. So yeah, so I have all those blocks. Those of you that have emailed me or texted me, and your blocks are in the mail, that's totally fine. I haven't started unearthing those.
I can't wait to see everything.
I know.
Put it on a
I'm super
design
excited.
wall.
And I've thought when I started, I'll have to be pretty organized to make sure I keep your guys' tags where they're supposed to be. So I know it'll be kind of a process to get everything opened and make sure everything's safety pinned correctly for me so that when it is pieced and done, and I'll probably end up doing like a design wall chart knowing that this is Leslie's spot, and I'll just line up the blocks as the quilt is, so when it's quilted and bound I can stick them back on or however I want to do that. But super excited to get open. Some of those are 6.5 inch blocks. There's a lot of 12.5 inch blocks, so I'm excited to do some playing and laying out.
Yeah.
And then we'll show them all for you guys.
Fun.
I know, super excited. But it's been a lot with Mom gone tomorrow. So Thursday, the 1st, we are opening the shop back up for regular shoppers. Everyone is super nervous, let me tell you. But I'll have the majority of it all put away. It's still going to be a little messy.
It'll be fine though, because the few people that have stopped in have still find something, and it worked out well.
It's still shoppable. There are certain things that, like the rickrack and ribbons and stuff, which are
we don't sell.
We don't sell a lot of that, but you totally won't be able to get any. So if you say, "Oh, I'm looking for black rickrack," I'm going to say, "Yeah." If you want to shuffle through a box, you can, but you better put it back because Pa has to make me some drawers to go under a counter for me to put them away. And
fun!
Of course, they're not made yet, so they're just in boxes, tucked away.
Well, it's kind of hard to make them when you're in Indonesia.
Yeah. So we will be back open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 5. We are thinking about changing our hours in the spring, where we're open from 10 to 4 Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays, and then Thursdays we'll stay later, because we know there's a lot of our local girls that they still work. And we know it's hard sometimes to either take time off of work during the week to get here. Saturdays fill up hard in the spring because of sports and kids and vacations. We understand that. So we will be changing our hours just a little bit, just so that we can stay open later on an evening for those who are still working. And, you know, we're going to try to help cater to that a little bit. But as of now, on the 1st, we'll be open from 10 to 5. Wednesday through Saturday again. Just come in sparingly for the first couple days, because I was thinking, well, maybe I could delay until like the, you know,
they might feel a little overwhelmed.
I think so too.
Because it is shoppable, like you said, but it could still be just a little overwhelming. Like who came in? Oh, yesterday somebody came to pick up their machine, and they're like, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh, sorry. And then, so I have a lot of still stuff, but the majority of the hard stuff, so I almost have all of the fabric put back away. The notion wall will be all put back together. My boxes of buttons will be put away. I had an epiphany the other day. It's fantastic. And then the majority of it will be fixed and cleaned up. My worst and hardest room will probably be our machine room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is a hot disaster. I don't even know where to start. But so if you're coming in for food or whatever, ask for help. It's a doozy. But yeah, we'll be open to hang out and do some shopping, and you'll see it's totally changed.
Well, it is funny. The other day when the ladies from a gal brought her 2 friends from out of state, and it was too overwhelming.
Yeah, it was a lot, and we told them at the door to say, "You're more than welcome to wander, but 1, this isn't how you regularly come into our shop.
They're like,
2, there is stuff everywhere."
Yeah, I think they were praying for us.
I said, just watch your step, because
when they left, it was like,
I know.
Good luck, girls. Good luck.
It's a doozy.
It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't think about it. It'd been way easier just to redo my house. A couch, some coffee tables, a bookshelf. Sign me up.
Well, when you're working with, a gajillion bolts of fabric and just stuff coming out of the closets and off the shelves, and it's a lot. It's fun. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, so that's the update of the shop, and then our main thing to chat about is retreats. So Tracy's going to chat about hers, but I wanted to let you know a few things about retreats. So let's start in. So Tracy's is the first one that kicks us off at the end of May. Is our first retreat. We'll have her chat about hers in a hot minute, and then we have our summer retreats. So June is packed full of really fun retreats. So we started off with our bag retreats. So the first one is starts on the 5th or the 6th of June. That one was the very first one that we released. That one still is full. I haven't had any cancellations or switcheroos for that one yet. But just the other day we had someone call and had to cancel for a retreat because they didn't realize there was a wedding happening. So things happen, so make sure you do go into the website and sign up for those waiting lists. If you have a hard time finding how to sign up for that waiting list, shoot us an email, give us a call, we can get you on there. And again, the waiting list is a penny only because the only way for me to put something on our website is to be able to put your name to it is I have to sell you something. We did find out though, if you are checking out, do it for a penny, click pick up in store, so you don't have to pay that $9 because they're not shipping you anything. But you do want to pay through PayPal. PayPal will allow you to add in your own credit card and all that jazz. And then everything is hunky-dory. If you go in and pay with just your regular credit card because you don't want to go through PayPal, it'll say there's a minimum of $1.
Yeah,
so you have to pay. Yeah, I don't know. That's new. So in that case, if you're hands down, I'm not dealing with PayPal, give us a call. Shoot us an email.
Yeah,
we'll put you on the waiting list.
Get you on there.
But the bag retreat for the following weekend, the 12th through the 16th, it ends on that Father's Day Sunday. That one still has some openings available for that one.
That is exciting. I really like the idea of that, and I was thinking that would bring in a lot of different people and different age groups even.
Yeah, because a bag could be someone super young who's just kind of at it and likes the more sewing versus the quilting part of it.
So if they're trying to get their daughters or granddaughters, I think that would
bring
be
someone
really
with you.
great.
They might enjoy it, because I know making bags is so different from just basic quilting.
You grew up around it, but I remember being in 7th grade and cutting up old jeans and making myself a purse without a pattern. And I'm thinking, gosh, if you had somebody that could, grandma or mom or auntie or somebody to bring you, oh my gosh.
It'd be fun.
That would be great fun.
It'd be super fun.
Because you guys are fun and the kids are around.
And super flexible. Great. And we are super flexible.
Yeah.
That you can work on anything you want to work on, bag or not. Doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just the fact that that's the time you can get away and come hang out. That is fantastic. Yeah. And we're all like-minded fabric people. It's, it's not like you're coming way out of left field because you don't want to make a bag.
Right.
It's all good. Christmas open house, the October one that fills up super fast. We actually have at this second one spot available. Ooh. We had a cancellation, so super cool. That is probably our most popular one. Ooh.
It is busy and fun. It really is.
It's fun.
And is it listed as a fall fun retreat?
It's fall fun Christmas open house.
Okay.
I don't remember what our newsletter said.
Okay.
I think she calls it
yeah.
Christmas open house. For some reason, every other year it's called something different. It's the same exact one. But it's either Fall Fun, Christmas open house. I might even have both names tagged on there, just so if you are someone who's come in the past to the Fall Fun, you know it's Christmas open house. And kind of that one is kind of the one where we do a huge trunk show, really, of fast, fun, gift-giving ideas. If you just want to do a bunch of stocking stuffer stuff, if you're here just because this is your, last opportunity to have uninterrupted time to finish some of those quilts or bindings or bags that you may be working on for Christmas, perfect opportunity. Mom and I are both there to help you press, iron, trim, troubleshoot, whatever. We're there. My machine embroidery retreat still has, I think, 2 or 3 spots left. That one's mid-September. And we are actually going to do a Kimberbell event and a few extra other things put in there. So there'll be some embroidering and then just some fun technique things we talk about. But we'll end up doing, I think, 4 different projects.
Wow, that sounds
there will be
that's great.
Yeah, it's fun, and there'll be a kit cost, so you'll have everything. I mean, you'll have designs.
So that's a little different than normal.
It's kind of the same. So we started 6 years ago when we did machine embroidery. We started with Kimberbell, and then people said, "Oh, I'm kind of sick of Kimberbell." So we started different things, and I started curating my own. Doing my part of my life, it's too hard to curate my own. Sure. And then if I have people who cancel, so I started with 20 kits, but now my class is down to 18. I don't always know what to do with those extra kits.
Oh, yeah.
Because yes, sometimes people will buy extra kits to take home with them, but if you don't, it's kind of hard to sell it because it's not in a full form or whatever. So we're gonna go back to Kimberbell to make my life a little easier.
You could video it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they could get the video. Yeah. I don't know.
And what's really nice also is Kimberbell gives me also a starting point that this is what the projects are that we're going to do, but I can build off of this project or build off of this project. Or now that we've made this one, let me show you how else to use these certain things that you might have to build off of that. So that one's super fun. Again, it is just a whole weekend full of machine embroidery. So if a machine is new to you, if you want to spend more time with yours, whatever you need. It doesn't have to be, we are a FOF dealer here at the shop, but you can have anything, whether it's a baby lock, a Viking, a Bernina, it doesn't matter. Bring whatever machine you have. I just say bring your manual, so if we are stuck on something together.
Is it hard traveling with the machine?
Sometimes, because they're, a $10,000 machine. Sometimes even more than that. And so you worry about, Alaska Airlines having that bad boy.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is hard, unless you're driving, and a lot of people drive. We do have ones that we can rent you, while you're here to do, but if you don't have a FOF at home, it may be it may not be helpful for you. But we do have those. Or again, if it's the only weekend you're able to get away and you want to do a retreat, come and sew and be merry and hang out. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know anything about machine embroidery or be interested in any bit. You can just come, sew, hang out, meet new friends, have good food, that kind of thing. Southern Comfort Retreat, unfortunately, is still full. But there is... surprise, surprise. Jan is super excited. She's already kind of... getting a new recipe book together, getting some more new ideas of things she wants to share with people. She tried to talk us into some squirrel meals, and we told her no.
That's funny. I have a few squirrels in my yard that could go.
Right.
They're
pests.
Bringing their darn nuts into the yard.
Speaking of squirrels, so Mom they were doing whatever, and she says these the monkeys in Thailand, that's all she thought about, these massive squirrels, because she says they act... we have squirrels all over Ephrata, but they are running across the power lines. And she says people leave all their windows open, and then you'll see them run into the house and come back out with a loaf of bread or something. And she's like, they are just thieving fools. These little black monkeys with
monkeys.
these. Yeah, and for some reason she could not get squirrel out of her head when she was seeing these monkeys doing their thing. So I thought that was pretty funny. She didn't know. She does not know if they're good for eating or if you're even allowed to eat them. But for some reason, squirrels and I wonder if people eat those, was something she was thinking of as she was wandering the streets.
Sounds like they're eating good food, the monkeys, so maybe.
And that's the thing they say over the intercom every time is make sure your stuff is attached to you.
Ooh.
You know, because you don't get it back.
They can be aggressive, it sounds like, too.
Yeah, so they're
really
suggesting you either have like a fanny pack or a crossbody bag that is totally zipped up, and either glasses on your eyeballs or in your bag, because they will steal it. No, they will steal it out of your pocket.
Good grief.
They're like the original pickpockets, apparently.
Trained by people standing around the corner waiting.
Oh, right? No kidding. And Sunny Days Retreat. That's the last. I skipped that one, but that's the last retreat in June 19th or whatever. So there's actually 3 retreats in June. The first weekend, the second weekend,
busy month.
and I think the third. I think we're back to back to back. But what's kind of nice about that one is if you want to do all of the retreats in June, what's really nice is you can just stay extended.
That's
So
nice.
depending, we'll need to know that when you are booking or doing your flights, and let us know. That'll depend on where we put you, because we will clean your sheets, do all the cleaning or whatever of the condos on like that Monday after the retreat ends. We'll go in, clean everything up, change your sheets, do whatever, and then you can stay in the retreat center and sew and whatever, and then you'll just be there when it you'll be the behind the scenes of us setting up for the next one. So that one's pretty fun. We do have a few people doing that. I think we have people coming to Tracy's and staying
they did that
over
last year too. A couple people
staying over for a bag retreat. So you could come to the second bag retreat and stay over for Sunny Days or whatever. I mean, we can definitely make that work. Or if you want to make it a long vacation and come super early and stay the weekend before just to do some traveling or whatever, we can put you up somewhere special, and then when the retreat starts, you'll be there too. So we're pretty flexible. We've got rooms. It just sometimes depends on if the group that is before we get in there. So again, we rent the retreat center out to other groups. If you're other friend groups, guilds, that kind of thing, depending on what they're using, how much they're using will depend on how early we can get somebody in. Or you might start in a bungalow and then essentially check out of that bungalow to move to a condo. But we're super flexible and we just, like to meet our friends and hang out, and we live in a pretty cool area.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Good time of year too.
Yeah,
June.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Lots to do. All right.
So
now I'll hand it over to Tracy, and she's going to chat about mixed media.
It's our second mixed media. So, last year we kind of winged it. We had fun. We learned a little bit about how to adhere things to different, use different glues, and we had paint. And if you saw all of the really cool things that people sent in, I mean, we were at no loss for extra stuff.
Yeah.
But this year, I thought we would still do that, but maybe we would have a day that we could focus on something. And this is an idea, and we change around here.
Again, we're pretty flexible. And it's different. I mean, this is only your second mixed media retreat.
Yeah.
It could change again next year how we do it. So you always have your first one to kind of feel the room, what's going on, was it easy to set up, was it easy to take down, all of those things.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot. And then this one, I think it's a good idea where it's a little like one structured day where we're going to go through these things
and again,
make this
like
thing.
You said, though, you are not...
Yeah. If you want to bring a sewing machine to mixed media, we will make that happen.
We had two.
And
this year, I think we might have
the same two,
maybe 3
that come to sew and just peer over.
They made a couple things, but mainly they wanted to do some sewing.
So again,
that was great.
Same exact thing. We just have to know the ham here. I'm coming to sew, and maybe get my hands a little dirty.
I feel like
because we put them, we kind of separate them where the quilters were on one side.
We didn't want to get junk on there.
We didn't want to get paint and glue in places that were not meant to have paint and glue on them. So we kind of separate just a little bit. I mean, you could still holler and throw things at everybody else, but So something to keep you every. But I like the idea of having one big structured class, learn some things, and then let the last couple days let your imagination just run. And also the little hunting excursions. Yeah,
we'll maybe go over to the Boy Scout beach. And then Mary's coming back. She did I can't ever remember the Santiago de trek of 100 miles. So Mary came last year, and every day, you know, she would get up and go on really long hikes because she was preparing to be ready for that hike. So she's coming back, and she's bringing a friend, and she's more than happy to have people come and join her for morning walks.
Love that.
I went with her one morning, and we saw a rattlesnake, and then we saw another snake right through her, and she was so excited. Oh my gosh, she's like, my bucket list. So you never know what you're going to find with Mary. She's adventurous for sure.
That's good.
She left the snake skin hanging on my Jeep side mirror the day that she left.
Just for you.
Just, you know, a reminder. But anyway, I thought it would be fun to maybe do kind of a totem doll. Yeah, my mom and I made these about, 7 years ago, but it's construction paper fabric, so we could make our own fabric. You can use fabric. There's really going to be no rules. You don't have to use sticks. We just happen to use sticks, and she has some totems inside of her, some charms and things. And then I just use these, what do you call them? Tassels?
Oh, tassels. Yeah.
To make her hair, and then I stitched her face onto some muslin and stuffed it. But I think we'll come up with like this fun questionnaire. We'll have loads of scrap fabrics and, just...
Yeah. I think the question thing is fun. Something, where Tracy can ask a question and you're going to write down your first thing that pops into your head and hopefully formulate this cool person in your head, and then you'll know where to start and, start with the face and then add the hair and then break for lunch and get eager to get back and play with fabric and learn something new, or just manipulate it to whether it's stuffed or I think that'd be fun.
I think it'll be fun. I think we'll definitely have it fine-tuned a bit more before it starts. But then we're going to do the fun just gluing but I wanted to show you this because this is from one of the gals last year. Can you see it? I went crazy over it. I was like, oh my gosh, Joe, I love that. I love it. It just, to me, all it is the canvas black, and then she took some of the elements.
Yeah,
I should have brought
gears, a washer.
And just kind of...
Do you remember what this was? Her little
cardboard.
Corrugated cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And here, I guess it went this way. And then she let some of it run and drip and then went back over it and made it darker. And so she's like, do you really like it? I said, I love it. She said, well, here. So then she went back and she did another one, but she put all kinds of really cool, like, computer parts. And maybe I'll send you a picture. Maybe we can add it to the end. Oh, maybe we can add a couple so you can see. Everybody really just kind of went and did what they wanted to do. Cool. So this is minimal and
just
still
playing with paints,
amazing.
Textiles,
And then I went crazy because I just did one thing, and I don't know if you can see all of the parts on here, but this is a letter T that my mom gave me when I was like 10 years old, so I've been carrying it around. So I painted it black and painted some little designs on it, put a zipper down on the side, ball chain, a nail. This is made out of a diaper wipe with paint on it, that little flower. And I love springs from pens. This is a little face that we had in our kits, and I just painted it to match my paint on here, and just whatever, keys and charms and cogs and things and zipper parts, and boom, watch face. So anyway, you can go crazy like that with your embellishments. Another simple thing, it's a canvas, but I kind of like the inside of it, and I was thinking, this just to elevate your piece a little bit. You've got a heart, and then I thought, whoa, where did I whip that?
That's some bits.
It's a little
she just tipped it upside down. Or even like at the dollar store, they have those cute little saying frames, live, laugh, love, or whatever. So I'll flip it upside down, paint it whatever color you want it.
And then I thought I'd maybe add that little, with some burlap twine.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is a jacaranda pod. And I thought that, and then maybe a word or something. I don't know. It's just a start, right?
Yeah.
So you can do simple stuff like that.
And the other cool thing is we have a bunch of stuff for you. So
Yes.
you really don't have to bring anything with you. If you want to bring something, acorns that are falling out of your tree and you want to bring some because maybe someone might want to use the top of your acorn for a hat for their doll. Or
Because we don't have oak trees.
We don't have oak trees. If you have some really cool leaves, I mean, anything you want to put in your travel bag to come and share with everybody, that'd be super awesome. Or if you have some special things that you hold close, dear to you that you want to add into a project so you can hang it to your wall, bring that and Tracy can help you put it into a project where you can really look at it every day and share it with the people walking, through your hallway or whatever. That too is something.
Well, another thing, Mary, and I think I have a picture of hers too, she brought with her a big piece of birch bark and she soaked it and she made hers, it was all natural elements, and then she went around to each one of us and we each gave her something and she added it into her piece. Cool. So she had something from everybody. And I mean, you can go all different ways, all kinds of metal things, or this is a little chunk of fun
knobby
wood that I found. I have no idea where because I carry this stuff around. This is one of the dogs chewed this off of a blanket, so I kept it. And
what great hair, though!
Right? And I thought, oops, I could maybe add a little face to it and make it a I don't know. It's got possibilities, right? What else? Yeah. There's just so many fun things that we can do, and Brianna will post some pictures of some of those fun ideas that we had, and and then whatever you want. Maybe it's sticks and stones, and
it could be anything,
seeds or anything. Old jewelry, a piece of jewelry. Maybe your totem would be a reminder of a loved one or a friend that gave you something, and you can kind of make a cool little deal for them. Yeah. So let's wing this around.
Yeah. I'm going to turn these around. Lizzie's sitting right next to me, so if it acts like I'm being weird coming across, I am.
Lizzie's being such a good girl, too. She's a good dog.
So this is from Diane Taylor. Yeah. She sent us a little bag of goodies along with her hardware quote block. And just super fun stuff in there. Fun.
Look at all these really cool little pocket watches. Really fun. This, it looks like it was made for somebody. I don't know if you can see the little carving on it, but on the back it has 1909 sketched into it. Sonia. And then just a lot of fun pins and jewelry parts and like coins and chains, things that, you could keep together or you could take it apart and use them in little bits. And then we were thinking, this looks like a really big acorn, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm wrong. I know we don't have oak trees here, but...
And there's something in it. I mean...
it's like dried and the insides have... They shake now. But where I grew up in Pennsylvania, we had lots of oak trees, but acorns never got quite that big. So maybe you want to bring some acorns.
Yeah, that's super cool.
A lot of fun stuff here. And we'll set it out so we can use it in the creating.
Make something special.
So
super fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, so we still have a couple spots.
Left.
It's kind of 50-50. It's half full and half waiting.
And maybe the waiting list is because you're not sure what life is bringing that time.
Yeah.
But then the easiest way, if you're interested in coming to a retreat or checking out those dates, when you go to the website, fabricpatch.net, there is a tab that says retreats, and then you can click on hosted retreats, and it goes directly to the 6 retreats that we have planned. There's actually 7 because of the second bag retreat, but you'll notice the bag retreat dates are for the Father's Day weekend one because the other one's already full. So you'll see those. If you want to wait list for the first retreat or other retreats, sometimes that's easier to search the website, search retreat, and then the wait list pop up first.
Yeah.
I don't know why they pop up first.
It does.
It's super weird. It makes you think that everything is full.
But it's not.
But it's not
always.
So you can go to the hosted retreats and hosted, and you'll be able to sign up for anything, get some more details. Also, if you scroll past those, you'll see there's a link where you can actually download the flyer for it. So if you want to see a little more about it, you can get those.
And it is a file.
It is a file. And then it also is a sort, of course, the Retreat Center website, so you can peruse what it is. Maybe if you're interested in bringing a group with you, or we have a lot of people who meet here because we're kind of in the center of the state. We have friends from Oregon and Idaho, Montana come and hang out. So you can see that, or waitlist, or email us if you can't figure out how to be on the waitlist.
Yeah.
We can do it for you, but
be happy to.
it'll be super fun.
Yeah.
One last thing I wanted to add, temperature quilt. Our first little Zoom video goodness will be tomorrow, Thursday, February 1st,
Wow.
11 a.m. Pacific time, so everyone can kind of join us. I'll have a link in the description below to how to get into that Zoom class, or you can search our website, Temperature Quilt Class, and it'll pop up. It's a free. Zoom was just going to be the most easy, effective, glitch-free, hopefully, way to do it. We have up to, I think, 500 people can come hang out with us. It'll be about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to just chit-chat. I'll start cutting out mine. I'll answer some questions. We'll use the chat in the Zoom section if you have some questions, and we'll kind of just be sewing together. I'll have all of my temperatures. We'll kind of talk about how I'll start and how to use some of the grid to keep it a little more organized in your head, knowing that you're going to need 16 of color 12 and whatever without it having to be super crazy. So we'll talk about that. We'll start sewing. We'll hang out for about an hour or so, get started on our January blocks, whatever that is for you. But then y'all have it really linked below. But I'll remind you again tonight at box opening so that you can grab that link. That link also we will use every time. So we are able to use the same link as like a recurring meeting. So those of you that have used Zoom in the past for work, it's just a recurring meeting. So you can print off that piece of paper, tack it to your calendar, stick it to somewhere in your quilting room, because that link, passcode, all of that jazz will be every single time.
That's great.
So super cool. So I wanted to make sure you remembered if you wanted to come hang out. I will also be recording it so I can cut it down and I'll share it to YouTube.
Thursday of the month already.
I know. I don't even remember what happened in January.
It's a blur.
Here and gone. All right.
Very good.
That's it.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you at 5 o'clock for box opening.
Yeah, I'll get those fabrics out. Okay.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.